do, and I've always liked the weather. Also, I watch the Weather Channel, and Jim Carto, he's been my favorite meteorologist, and that's how I got into weather.
Yeah, but do you think that is very easy? It is easy to deal with the weather?
Is it easy to do with the weather?
Yeah, to deal with weather?
Is it easy to deal with weather?
Yeah.
Do you think it is?
I don't know.
Yeah, because if you are working with weather, you have to be very open, especially you are dealing with open atmosphere, open system. So open systems mainly one of the big problems we are facing is that mainly we are not controlling all the conditions. But if you are in the lab, you will be able to apply different conditions, control different conditions to your experiment because you are in the lab. But in the open atmosphere, open systems, mainly you will not be able to do that. So how to figure out these problems, how to solve these problems, especially during the predictions. The people, they are waiting a lot from you because you are directing people, for example, farmers, please don't irrigate today, this crop will be affected because of the weather or something like that. So you have to, it should be very precise.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
By the way, can we record?
Sure.
Can I?
No
Okay.
problem. Sure,
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem. Okay. You know, so the main issue mainly is the main complex in dealing with weather is the open systems because of the conditions. You started recording?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So the conditions is very difficult to be controlled, 100% controlled. You understand? And also air is without borders. So this is why people should collaborate together, especially air doesn't know borders. So it will move from this location to this location without permission. you know? So this is why, for example, climate change. What's the problem of climate change?
The problem with climate change?
Yes. What do you know about climate change? What's your idea?
What have you heard about it?
Climate change?
Yeah. Give me only interpretation for a change. What do we mean by change?
Change in weather, or change like the climate, like area, like from like this type of like hot and really cold like that, and like the climate of the area will change over time because of just the way this world is, I guess.
So this may lead me to ask you, what do you know about the difference between weather and climate?
Weather and climate?
Yeah.
Weather is like day-to-day basis, and climate's over time.
That's good. How long of the climate?
Over like years and years.
At least 30 years.
30 years, okay.
This is a recommendation from WMO, World Meteorological Organization. Okay, if we are talking about climate, we should at least deal with 30 years of data. Data, it means air temperature, dew point temperature, precipitation. So what do you know about precipitation? What's the difference between precipitation and rainfall?
In what?
Rainfall. Precipitation
rainfall.
and rainfall.
Precipitation is anything that really comes from the sky. Like hail, rain, snow, that's all precipitation. Rainfall is a type of precipitation which is straight
Yes.
just rain.
I'm happy. Yes. This is great. The general word is precipitation, but everything under precipitation is mainly rainfall, hail, any snow or ice or something like that. Mainly because it's under umbrella of precipitation. So the changing of precipitation, for example, how this could affect our lives, from your point of view?
From the change of precipitation?
Yeah.
Well, like, depends what it is. Like, if it, like here, if it starts like raining a lot, obviously, since we get a lot of droughts here, if it starts raining a lot, it could either help our plants, but then if it rains too much, it could drown our plants with too much rain, and that will also change that it won't be as hot as it would be, because it would always be misty in the sky or misty air, and yeah.
Do you know that the water will be one of the big problems that face this world?
Hmm?
The water problems.
Water problems.
Water problems?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes it could lead to wars, different wars, because of the water. Why? Because of the drought. Sometimes some places will be more drought, other places more wet. Something like that could make a lot of conflict between people. What do you think about if we are going to deal with people, different communities? How to solve these problems from your point of view? If there's a conflict in water, especially water is life.
Mm-hmm. If it's a conflict between like a drought over here, like a lot of rain, I feel like maybe like people who are like struggling against in the drought can like maybe they can move to the area where it rains a lot more. And if you have too much rain and you want like a little bit less, you can maybe move to, like the area that has a little more droughts.
Yeah.
And or like since you have a lot of water over here, you could share it with the people who do not get as much water.
But do you think the amount of water will be enough to all these people? Because we are making a pressure for some areas, and the other areas mainly they don't have any people there, and they don't have any water or something like that.
Well, if there's not many people there, and there's a lot of people over here, I feel like they can share enough water to try to help at least the community. And maybe for the community that's in the drought, if it like when it ever does rain, they can collect the rainwater and keep it over time, so they can have water to drink.
So this maybe this one of the solutions is to harvest rainfall.
Mm-hmm.
So make some projects to harvest rainfall, so it could be reused again. Since if there is some drought, some other cases, so we can reuse this water again, or this harvested water in different sustainable agriculture, or to initiate different new communities or something like that. So this is why we are dealing with global problems, not local or regional problems. So this is why we have to collaborate together, even not only in the United States, but also all over the globe. Do you know that most of the dust coming to the United States is coming from West Africa?
Hmm?
The dust storms.
Oh, the dust, yes.
Dust is coming mainly from West Africa, especially from Senegal.
Okay. Yes, sir.
How to avoid that?
How to avoid that?
Yes.
The dust.
What we have to do to minimize the risk coming from the dust?
That's a good question.
What do you think? Only we are making brainstorm.
I mean,
Because since you are
You know,
You decide.
Yes, you know, a weather forecaster.
Yes.
Now will be one of us.
Yeah, all of us working with weather forecasting
You
and climate
now
forecasting.
one of us. I think. Yeah.
I think.
Professor Blake, you think like
Yeah.
to be one of us.
Yeah.
I don't know how to stop like that.
But you have to do that, especially if you are a member from our team. It means that you are responsible for a part. You have to play a very important part. We are not ignoring anyone, because mainly sometimes you have a very small idea, maybe change our lives. You have to share ideas all the time. So how to solve these problems, how to overcome these problems, and so on. Because I believe that if you are a scientist, you have also to play an important role towards your community, to facilitate their lives. This is very important too. Because if it is not only science, it is not only background and teaching students. No, it is not like that. You have three main services: education, research, and extension and outreach to the community. How to involve, how to get the community involved in your work. Because we are getting, for example, we are from this community. So how to return the favor to our communities? How to do that? How to do that? How to return the favor? Our community, your parents did a lot for you. My parents did a lot for me. So we are part from this community. How to return this favor to our communities? How to get them more advanced to face problems, to solve the problems, their problems, especially for example, air quality is one of the main issues here in the in the southeast of United States. One of the big problems, you know, because why? For example, in Alabama here in Macon County, we have old houses, and the old house has basements, okay, and there are a lot of emissions coming from the basement towards the residents inside these houses, so it is affecting their health. They don't know how to help them to avoid these risks, to minimize these risks, to eliminate these risks. So we have to thinking mainly not only because we are scientists, no, we are not separate from the community. So this is why here in Tuskegee we are trying to work with the community directly, to listen to them, because we are also mainly in agriculture here we are dealing with farmers. I have to get also more information from the farmers. I'm working behind the computer, but they are working in the field. They know more than me. They can direct me to do this or this or this or this. So this is why it's very important, the interaction between you and the community. Who are the end users of your product? You are teaching, it's okay, anyone can teach. You can do research, anyone can do research. But no one can do extension outreach to the community, because the community mainly is the main source of funding for this place, for example. So how to get them satisfied to pay? I'm paying this money, I'm donating this money for this place, because this place mainly provide a service, a good service, not only a service, provide a good student, because marketing is very important, very difficult to deal with market right now. I am talking all the time to my students. I don't like for Tuskegee students to work because they are only from Tuskegee. No, they have to be well trained, well skilled, very competitive. In addition to they are from Tuskegee. You understand? This is very important. Okay.
Yes.
For example, we are doing some services here for the Motum field. Do you know Tuskegee Airmen? Do you have any information, any
Tuskegee
idea about
Airmen?
Tuskegee Airmen?
A little bit.
Okay, you have to visit. I think you know the place.
Yes.
Historically, this is very important to go there to read more about Tuskegee Airmen, what they did, especially black people. Black people mainly involved in this life. How? This is the first pilots, black pilots. Okay, participating with the military guys. Okay, so we are trying right now to develop here, because we as I told you, we believe that we have to do a service for our community. Okay, so we are developing some prediction systems for the pilots to get training safely. We are giving some prediction for the Motum field itself. Okay, but we already started, but it is not complete yet, because we need more people like you to be the people who believe that they can do change, because this is very important. Because you cannot stay at home and you can do change. You know, you have to interact with everyone, so you can do a lot of change.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have programs like this for over the summer, like camps?
Yes,
for
we
entering
have different
ninth graders?
programs right now. I think I can share with you different programs. And if you go to Tuskegee University,
Right.
there is many programs. For example, we are working with a program. Dr. Ismail is working 2 years ago in this program. He can give you some information about successful stories, especially from with undergrad students, K-12.
Okay. Yeah.
And also with undergrad students too in the universities. So we already started this program, and I think this, you still have time to apply for this program in
Okay.
Tuskegee.
Yeah, because I saw several that were listed, but I wasn't sure if there was one specifically, since he was more interested in on the.
Yeah, for example,
meteorology.
let me share this information with you. We are working with right now with Florida.
With who? Say it again.
Florida.
Florida. Okay.
Florida,
Mhm.
yes. They have a big problem with the U.S. sugar cane.
Okay.
You know, during the burning time,
Okay.
mainly this affects the people around the area
Okay.
during the sugar cane burning.
Okay.
So we are working with them to make a prediction system to identify the most potential locations could be affected because of this burning.
Okay.
How this affects the people. You
Right.
know,
Yes.
through this program, we are going to recruit undergraduate students to work with us to get this experience. He is going to travel with us to Florida.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay.
You know,
Interesting, yeah.
but this could be come through a program. I discussed with Dean Gordon Taylor about that, and we agreed that undergraduate students, especially from this REEU,
Okay.
and for undergrad,
Okay.
and also we have Ag Forest. It is for mainly for K-12. You are K-12 right now?
K
or-
12, yes.
K-12.
Yes,
Okay, we
he's
have
going
programs.
into ninth grade.
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
He's in eighth grade right now.
Yes,
but-
we have a program for K-12. I encourage you to apply in this program. Maybe I can share with your mom the website
Yeah.
so she can apply. You can apply, okay?
Okay.
And also you can mention that I'm interested to do 1, 2, 3, something like that. Okay, but I'm sure that you will get it. Okay, it is very competitive, but let me talk to the team. Okay, so
Okay.
about this program, and mainly Dr. Ismail mainly trained many students in this program. He can give also some information.
Yeah, last summer we have received one student from I think I
From
can
Texas
remember,
also,
from
from
Texas.
Prairie View University.
Oh, from
Prairie
Prairie
View.
View. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, she came to us last summer. She would like to know many information. How can we obtain the data from the field? So we used our equipment and go through the indoor and outdoor, do many measurements in campus and out campus, and she got interesting data about the difference between the air quality indoor and outdoor, and she got many recommendations to community here. She did a good job, but when she left, she said that it was a lot of work. We did a lot of work here, but there is results. It's very important to our community. We concluded that there is a lot of problems regarding to the air pollution inside some dorms, in cafeteria, in library, in many places here, and we did many recommendations. How can we enhancement the air quality inside this building? This is an important building, and I think the administrator here in Tuskegee University appreciates what we got. Because these recommendations will enhance, will improve the air quality in Tuskegee. So we're working with satellite images. We're working if you don't have some equipment to do your measurements to some place far from here, we use satellite images also to any place. Some of these satellite images it's related to air quality itself, and also some active satellite images dealing with other parameters. So our work dealing with modeling using satellite images, and also the in situ or using the measurement with our instrument or device. So the source of obtaining the data from the measurements, we do it by ourselves, and after that, if you struggling to obtaining some information using this instrument, we're using satellite images. We're using some modeling to do some analysis, some interpretations to our data, and we focus on our recommendations, because as Professor Afandi said, that we're working to do some recommendations to our community here. So I think it was very interesting, and you are most welcome to continue this mission with us.
Okay.
Yeah, so the air quality mainly was a big issue here, and we decided to see what is the difference between indoor and outdoor air quality, especially inside the building, inside the cafeteria dorms, inside these buildings and something like that, because the emissions mainly could affect us and we don't know. And sometimes I believe that sometimes you are a victim for pollution, air pollution coming to your area. You are not the source of this pollution, but you are a victim. So this is why we have to find a way to minimize these risks coming to our communities here, for example, in Macon County. So this is why we are working right now to develop a program for air quality for undergrad. Okay, this mainly jointly between our environmental science department and the biology department. And this is very, I think this is very good program, especially will mainly deal with the impacts of air quality and air pollution on health issues. You know, so this is very important. So to differentiate between if the pollution is coming from our area or it's coming from abroad or from outside the area. So we have to differentiate between two issues: the foreign pollutants and the local pollutants. If the local, we can find the solution. But what about if it is the foreign pollutants coming to our area? How to deal with that? Because we have the modeling capability, as Dr. Ismail said, we have modeling capability to identify the source of pollution coming from where. If we observe the pollution here in this area, through the modeling part, it's very complicated, but it's not difficult. We are, by training, you will be familiar with this modeling. So we could identify the source of pollution through back trajectories. Back trajectories means that we can know the source of pollution. Okay. So this is the main issue, is to differentiate between the local and the foreign pollutants. You understand? So through the back trajectories, we'll be able to identify if this source is coming from Texas, if it's coming from Birmingham, and so on. And also we have if this pollution mainly came to our area. Okay, we'll be able to identify also if this coming from it is moving from this area to another area. We could identify who the hotspot areas could be affected because of the emissions. This is known as forward trajectories.
Forward
trajectories. Trajectory.
Oh,
this is
forward trajectory.
Tracks. Trajectory.
Okay.
Yeah, we will give you some information here on the computer right now about this issue. So this is very important. Here, for example, in Tuskegee, we are teaching some classes mainly related to atmospheric science. Maybe this also could be. Mainly, it is not a program, independent program. It is inside environmental science. It is a courses. But right now, we are working right now to develop atmospheric science like a minor in atmospheric science, at least, because we don't have enough facilities to do that. So this is why at least we could we already started. And by the way, there is a good news here. I have a good contact with NCAR. NCAR is the National Center for Atmospheric Research in Boulder, Colorado. This is one of the lead institutions, not only in the United States, but over the globe. You understand? Okay. The director, I invited them. The director is coming to Tuskegee University. He is going to give a talk for everyone here. And also we are going to start a program like that. This mainly help, and also we are applying for membership for this NCAR. Okay, Tuskegee will be a member of NCAR, National Center for Atmospheric Research in Boulder, Colorado. You can search it. It is NCAR. Okay, NCAR Boulder, Colorado. Okay. You know, and through it mainly they are going to give exchange visitors, exchange faculty, students, and so on. They have specific programs for MSIs. This is very important because I told them I have had a visit to NCAR 2 months or 3 months ago. I told them we did capacity building abroad, but at the same time MSI still need more capacity building than abroad. So we have to develop our communities before we go abroad to say we are coming here to develop capacity building for you. But we MSI still need a lot. You have to support us to do that.
Okay.
you know. So mainly they are going to give also access to supercomputer, the Inca supercomputer, high performance supercomputer. The modeling is very complicated to run, especially if you are dealing with 1 mile per 1 mile. If you are dealing with the street level, because the models mainly deal with big distance. It is not small distance. If you need to deal with the small distance, you have to have a high computational power to run the models. So this is why we have right now we have access to Alabama supercomputer in Huntsville. We are running the models there. Our students mainly they have access to Alabama supercomputer facility. So it means that you have to have a good background in computer science. You understand? It is not only one approach. If you are dealing with atmospheric science, you are dealing with physics, you are dealing with chemistry, you are dealing with community, you are dealing with chemistry, economy, you are dealing with everything. Computer science, how to formulate how to convert the reality into model to do this simulation.
So would you recommend for a high school student not just to be just in sciences, but also take computer classes and understand computer?
Sir, exactly. One of the big problems we are facing here, I think it is not only in Tuskegee, but also all over different universities, the STEM programs still need a lot of attention, big attention from every one of us. Because mainly, most of the students, they don't prefer to go to math or science or something like that. They prefer social science or science. It is fine. But who is going to lead this nation later, in the future? The next, what about the next generation? For example, I have a project right now. Let me tell you that. I have a project. I have fund for master student. I didn't find any local student to join my team. Although I have the money. You know, because why? Because local students or domestic students right now, they don't like to continue in their master and the PhD. So this is why we are facing many problems. So how to get students involved in such, for example, in atmospheric science? We suggested to start from K-12. We started to go there to give bring them here to give more information about atmospheric science, how to interact with us directly. So this is very important. It is not to start, and also the background is very important. Math, physics, chemistry, very important, very important.
Right.
You know,
So, because right now he is on a track, because we know ninth grade is really the critical years. Well, understanding background before then is always good, but
yeah.
he is on a STEM track for sciences.
Okay.
So he'll take all the way up to, what's your highest math that you're going to be taking, you remember, for your senior year?
My senior year,
Yeah.
college. I went to college.
I know, what is like trigonometry, or is that calculus? You don't remember? We can pull it up.
Yeah.
But so we wanted to make sure we understood that he was taking all of the proper classes to prepare
Exactly.
for
For
atmospheric science.
For atmospheric science, yes, it's very important. It's very important because, for example, when I'm teaching, for example, 3 courses here related to atmospheric science. One is agricultural meteorology. Okay, the second one is climate change and climate modeling. The third course is the air quality. Mostly depends on math and physics and chemistry.
Okay.
So this is very important to take into consideration. You have to be very strong and programming because, for example, you have programming is very important. Why programming? Because with small code, you will be able to lead the world. You understand? Because everything should be right now is automatically. I can submit the job, everything is running. It comes to the computer, comes to your cell phones, and so on. This is automatic. How to do this automation? Automation is not only programs, no, mainly software engineering is behind all of that. So this is why programming like Python, R programming, these are the main 2 language you have to focus.
Python and which one?
Python and the R language.
R language?
R language, yes.
Okay.
R mainly in atmospheric science.
R. Okay.
R language.
I haven't heard
source.
that one.
I can share with you different this information.
Okay.
Yeah. So R programming is very important. Right now we are dealing with R programming, and through coding, and all these issues will be able to run the models remotely. For example, Salim can give some information about the automation.
Yeah. Really, I'm very happy to consider the atmospheric science. It's very, will be genius in this. As Professor said, you have to concentrate in physics and math, very important, and in this stage. So we are not, we work in atmospheric science, we deal with the atmosphere, you know, how to simulate this atmosphere to computer. Computer knows, the computer doesn't know the atmosphere, but know numbers and the plus and minus. How to simulate this atmosphere? I will give you little brief. We divide the atmosphere to points. Each point we measure some elements, and these elements transfer these elements to numbers. Numbers, these equations. This equation solved by computer. This easy way, but not exactly, but this easy way to how to transfer the atmosphere to equation to solve with time. And when time move, the equation solved, we can find pressure, temperature, and precipitation, and each element in the atmosphere. So we have to, now in your stage, you concentrate in physics, math. It's very important, these two branches. And future, we will, can you programming, it's very important, but very important to simulate or imagine how to divide this atmosphere, these molecules move to equation. In my work, I have equations, 7 equations of motion and thermodynamic equations. We transfer to computer code, and we deal with the supercomputer Alabama, as Professor said. We download the model and how to work this model in this big issue, but you can, in future we will be with us, and this will be easy for you. You know, but now you have to consider secondly to math and physics.
Okay.
Okay.
And I strongly recommend to start with the programming also.
Yeah.
Because if you are working in one direction, this is not good. From my point of view, maybe I'm wrong. But from I have over 30 years of experience dealing with atmospheric science right now, climate change, climate modeling, and all these issues. My stronger recommendation for you, work parallel, please. Not say right now I'm dealing with physics. This is enough. No, this is not enough. Parallel to physics, math. Parallel to math, programming, and so on. Don't focus only on one approach at the same time. You have to work parallel. Parallel, mainly the gain will be high. But but if you are working in one direction, it means that okay, you will gain, but it is in one direction. It is not in multi directions.
Okay.
You understand? This is very important.
Yes.
Don't say this is enough. Since you decide to work in this approach, you have to work hard for that, because you have to prove that you are right. How your parents they know that you are right. What's the product? What's the result? You know, what's the result?
The result
How
of
to
what
know
you, as an atmospheric scientist, what is your result? What do you produce for people?
Yeah, in this step you have to be good in math, good degree in grades in math and physics. Your parents see you are very good in math, you are very good in physics. Good. Okay, this is step to making it. Next step to enroll the atmospheric science. You know, but if you have a bad degree, bad grade in physics, so how to thinking? You know, this is what Dr. Professor asked. You have to now giving them results in your education.
Yes.
You have to.
We have to feel it. We have to see it.
Yeah, we can see your
Yeah.
your degree.
And my advice to you is to move from talking to action.
Yeah. Yes.
We can talk a lot. You understand? But the action is zero. We didn't do anything. But if the action is one, at least I did something. So this is why you have to work on actions directly. Don't wait for someone to lead you. We can mentor you, but you are the leader. If you come to this program, for example, in summer. Yes, I can do. I don't have enough time for you, but at least I can do a mentoring. I can say, okay, please read this piece, do this one. But the leader is you, because based on your background, you are gaining. Okay, it means that you are mainly creating an approach, your approach, not my approach. Maybe only I'm a guide, I'm a mentor. That's everything. Like your parents, any parents, what they only they direct their kids, but the choice is the kids themselves. Okay.
Okay.
For example, you decided to study atmospheric science. Any action from your parents?
Did we do anything to make you do that?
No.
You see, so this is your decision.
Yes.
But they encourage you because they see that you are in the right way, you are in the right direction. Since you select and decided something, and this mainly is good based on their experience, because experience is very important.
Yes.
We don't ignore it. Don't ignore experience, because sometimes when we are teenager, we expected that we know more than our parents. No. You have to listen to them. You know, not only you but me too. I did this, but this was a big mistake, because mainly your parents is mainly they like to be better than them. No one in this life you will accept that. To better than me, no. I will be better than you. You say I will be better than you. Me. That's okay. But the parents, they will say, okay, my kids must be better than us.
Right.
And this is very important.
Okay.
Right.
Okay? So this is why you are the leader. You have to prepare yourself as a leader. We need you. We need not only you, but we need everyone. Because I'm not happy with the situation right now, and mainly in our university, especially MSIs, HBCUs. We have big problems because we don't have enough students. We have to have a good teamwork, well qualified, well skilled, equipped with new technology. Like I said, programming is very important. With a small code, you can lead the world. You can operate a whole factory behind your computer.
Yeah.
You know, but at least you have to go to the reality first. You have to see what is how to convert this reality into simulation into the computer. How to connect these systems into one system.
Yeah.
You know, because for example, in the past, mainly they were expecting the climate system is only the atmosphere. By later, but later they discovered that is completely wrong. We have oceanography, we have ice, we have people who are mainly interacting with this community, interacting with the atmosphere, with this environment, so different components. So this is why how to convert all these components into one component to interact with each other.
How to convert like what people do
Exactly.
that affects the environment.
Exactly. The interaction, it is not only environment impact of environment on people, but impact of people on environment too. Because it is not only one way, it is two ways. You know?
Yes.
So this is why right now you see man-made emissions affecting the environment, affecting the atmosphere, affecting. Why? Because of the interaction. They didn't consider this interaction before, but right now they found that it is very important. How the animals affecting the emission? What do you think?
Oh, what?
Animals.
How do the animals impact any emissions?
Oh, the animals?
Mm.
Well, it depends, I think, on the, areas they're in, because Well, I feel like if most animals, like, if they all die or something,
Mhm.
in like the heat or like the I guess air comes up or something, comes up, it's not gonna make the place smell very bad, and the area just not sanitary for people. to
Let me
actually-
facilitate it. So what do you think if the people mainly eat more meat? What happened?
If people eat more meat,
Yes.
I mean, then if they eat more meat than they do like vegetables or like, yeah, then that will like, it will hurt their I guess body systems, and it can.
Exactly. What about CO2, carbon dioxide? What about oxygen?
It will make oxygen harder to breathe in.
What is the primary function of the trees, for example?
Primary function of trees.
Trees.
What do they emit?
They emit oxygen,
They absorbing what? CO2,
carbon dioxide,
carbon
yeah,
dioxide, and they emit what?
oxygen.
Oxygen. So if if we eat more, it means that mainly we are eating more animals, okay? Mainly affecting the production, crop production, the trees, vegetation. It means that we are going to decrease the amount of CO2, the oxygen. CO2 will be more than, because mainly plants absorbing CO2.
Mm-hmm.
So this how to simulate all these components into one system is not easy. Interaction between, so this is why if you are dealing with atmospheric science, you are dealing with very complicated system, uncontrolled system. So this is why we are talking, we are calling this approach like this discipline with different approximations. Many approximation. If you are, because approximation is to facilitate to deal with equations. But if we are able to add all this complication to the equations, we have to do. Especially this will improve the prediction. You understand?
Yes.
A lot of
So,
variables.
so the equation mainly depends on how many terms in the equations. If you added more terms, it means more prediction, improved prediction. Because you take into consideration all these factors. But if you ignore it to simplify the calculation. So this is why we need high computational power to deal with the computer, with models. For example, if we have area like that, okay, and we divide it. For example, 1 mile per 1 mile. Let's say this 1,000 mile per 1,000 mile. How many points? It is 1 million. 1 million points, because 1,000 times 1,000, it means 1 million point.
Mm-hmm.
So each point here will be considered as a station, because it has temperature, it has precipitation, relative humidity, all meteorological parameters mainly for each point. Are we dealing only with the surface only? No.
No.
We are also dealing with the whole atmospheric profile, 27 levels. So it means the calculation, it will be 27 million per second or per hour, depends on time scale you are dealing with. You understand? Because if you are dealing, for example, with wind speed and the wind direction, and you are going to establish a wind farm, okay, the variability of wind is very high. You understand?
Yes.
So it means that you have to run the model and do a prediction each at least 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It means you are doing these calculations all the time. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So this is why we are dealing with not only with the surface, but also with 27 million points.
Okay.
But what about if we are dealing on not only 1 mile? If we are dealing with feet or inches, how many calculations we need?
A lot more.
A lot more. So this is why we must working hard to develop more computational power, have the capability to deal with these interactions, with these complications. Because if we are living in a district or a complex, each house needs to have the prediction for this house only. Can we do that without high computational power?
Yes.
No, we don't. We will not be able to do that. So this is why we need to work on developing our capabilities too, our facilities to be able to convert this reality to computer.
Okay.
That's why the weathermen say weather for this area,
Exactly.
large city,
Exactly.
like for
Exactly.
this city, for this county,
Exactly.
but not for like this building, this campus only.
Yes, sir.
'Cause
Yes,
it's not.
Yes, we are dealing with different skills, based on space and time. Space scale and time scale. Space scale, it means the difference between locations, the distance between locations. Time scale, the distance between each run. Do I need this run every 15 minutes or 10 minutes? Depends on the application. Some application mainly it will not be affected, but other applications will be. So this is why we need to take into consideration all these factors.
So for meteorology / weather, atmospheric science is the degree. Is that the main degree that most students would get?
Yes.
Okay.
Main degree or meteorology.
Or there is a meteorology.
Meteorology, yes.
And there's a difference. That's the difference.
Meteorology mainly atmospheric science is under meteorology. Meteorology is the umbrella, like precipitation, the umbrella of rainfall, different rainfall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Tuskegee offer meteorology as well?
No,
Is
not
it
yet.
just-
That's what I told you.
Okay,
We
that's
are
what you-
trying to start at least minor in atmospheric science.
Okay.
At least minor in atmospheric science because
Okay.
of the facilities and the capabilities also.
What do you have now?
Right now, we have some courses. We developed some courses
Okay.
inside environmental science,
Inside.
but mainly undergrad will be environmental science, master will be environmental science, PhD will be environmental science, something
Okay.
like that.
Oh,
For
okay.
example, Salim is a meteorologist,
Okay.
but he's under IBBD program. He can
Yeah.
talk about this program.
I'm suggesting Egypt weather forecaster, and the work was Dr. Gamal Afandi, and he sent to me involved in IBBD program that I'm really in climate change, or forest owner, climate change education. You know, forest owner in Tuskegee is more need more information and extension about climate change. This program under vision Dr. Afandi, and I came from Egypt and teach student now in this project.
Okay.
And I'm now another side. You know, meteorology as weather forecast is side, but when you work with people to climate change and how to arrive to the community, is different way. You need to more about the people policy and how they live and how to arrive this forest owner to making the extension about this climate change and what they have to do to reduce this effects, and this project will work now.
So we have a big project with Penn State University.
Okay.
Tuskegee is Penn State is the lead, and we am a PI of the Tuskegee University here,
Okay.
working to educate people, especially the forest land owners, to educate them about climate change, how this carbon sequestration and all these issues, carbon dioxide emission and all this. So this is why, for example, as I told you, you have to deal with to differentiate between the students and the community. So this is why we develop a technical. It is not non-technical curriculum for landowners because they don't know more about science. They don't care. For example, when we are talking to the farmers, I asked my colleagues to change our language because if we are talking to the farmer all the time that climate change, no one will listen to you. But at least you have to change the language that climate change you will gain $1 or lose $1. So how to attract people?
Right.
This is very important, and also to get them involved and interact with you because this will help you to also to do your job. You understand? So we have IBBD is an integrated policy degree, PhD program here.
Okay.
Okay, so for example, how to develop policy for climate change, especially for the underrepresented communities. This is very important. It is not only meteorology or atmospheric science, but how to use atmospheric science to develop this policy or the strategies for this location or this area or this area or this area. You understand? So this is why you are connected with different issues. It is not only one direction. So this is why I strongly recommended you to work parallel, because this is life. Life is mainly not only me, but also others. You understand? So this is why I have to understand more about interaction between people, interaction between plants and the animals, human and animal, and so on. For example, also we started a program right now. It is not regarding oceanography.
Okay.
Oceanography, for example, we have a project. We are going to submit this project to start also oceanography. Oceanography is part of meteorology.
Okay.
You understand? So I'm trying to connect between the atmospheric science, oceanography, meteorology, and all this is into one approach. But at least I have to have a start.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but I cannot do everything at the same time. No, it takes time.
Right.
But so we have to be very patient. So the military people, the Navy mainly asked for underrepresented communities to participate in Navy,
Oh,
in oceanography.
okay.
So I told them it's fine. We can do that. So we are going to do like internships for undergrad in oceanography. They are going to travel to California and to University of Southern Mississippi, to NASA, to
Okay.
different locations. So they will get training there, because we don't have these facilities here or these capabilities here. But through this program, we'll be able to do that for our undergrad. At least I told them how to get the parents satisfied that their kids will they get admitted into oceanography.
Right.
They have to know
Yeah.
the future for their kids. This is very important. What is the future if I got this degree in oceanography?
Right.
So we are working right now to develop like 3+2 programs. 3 years in Tuskegee, 2 years in Mississippi or big universities,
Right.
like Scripps in California or something like that, to get a joint degree between
Okay.
Tuskegee
Yeah.
and other universities.
That would be good.
So this is why we are trying to broaden our career, our disciplines here.
Right.
You understand?
Okay.
So from here, but at least pieces will be connected together at
Right.
the end.
Yeah.
Yes, you can spend a lot of time to get them connected. It's fine, but so this is why you have to be patient.
Right.
For example, if you are dealing with model, you have to be very, very patient. Sometimes you have to count. I know 2 + 3 is 5. I know that, but I have to count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
As a scientist, also I know it, but to be sure that everything is okay, because I am dealing with the community. People mainly needs me to give decision. If you are going to give decision, it means it is not only decision for decision. No, it must be well. You have to be well educated, well skilled, and so on. So you'll be able to do that.
What do you recommend, besides the camps that you're going to send me that's going on this summer, what do you recommend that he spend some time doing over the summer to, continue to prepare him for the future in either meteorology or...
Yeah, in fact, the summer internships mainly will be very important. For
The
him.
internships.
Internships, yes,
Okay.
especially.
Usually they don't start
I
until
can
about your
send
junior
I can
year.
send you some links for NCAR also.
Okay.
NCAR is in Boulder, Colorado.
Okay.
Mainly you
okay.
can. For example, I'm dealing with. I'm the coordinator for MSI here in NCAR.
Okay.
So mainly we can talk about that. This students from Tuskegee University, and also he can also apply for some courses. I think in here in Tuskegee for K-12.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes. He can do that in
Okay.
Texas, even in Texas.
Okay.
This is very important. So at least he can get some credits before starting his undergrad.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes. So it means that he will have this exposure to undergrad, to the college level.
Right.
So he will be aware about the environment because many of our problems mainly because of the students, especially coming from K-12 to our undergrad programs. They sometimes they are shocked
Okay.
because they don't have this exposure before.
Right.
But if he applied for these courses, even he is still in K-12, I think this will enhance him also,
Absolutely.
and also he will not find him strange. This is very strange environment. How to proceed with this environment? No,
Right.
he will be familiar with this environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's very, very helpful.
Yeah, and I will share. By the way, I will share all this information with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
That'd
no
be
no
great.
problem at all. No problem at all. And also, by the way, I can show you also here some. This is the center where we have right now. There's a few special. Yeah, you can please stand here.
This is for you.
We have this center right now, Geospatial and Climate Change Center. Okay, mainly it is equipped mainly Dr. Ismail, and maybe can give you an overview about the center, but I'm not sure if there's some classes there or not. And this is the research we are Geospatial Climate Change Center, GCCCC. Okay, I can share also this one with you also. And this is our research. What type of research we are doing here? You will see. These are the people. Sorry. So you can go to under it. These are our postdoctoral students. Dr. Ismail is one of them, and these are the graduate students. Some undergrad students, and these are the education. What courses we are teaching here? This mainly introduction to GIS, Geographic Information System. We are teaching environmental application in GIS.
Okay.
We are teaching remote sensing principles and applications. We are teaching hydrology and water resources management. We are teaching agrometeorology, agricultural meteorology. We are teaching climate change and climate modeling. We are teaching soil genesis and classification, biostat 1, special problems in agricultural economics, biostat 2, quantitative methods, in addition to air quality course. So these are the courses mainly related to our center. Okay. And also these are some programs related to extension and outreach. Has been done before. Let me. Like this one, I think. Yes, for example, this one mainly is in collaboration with NOAA. NOAA, you know what's meant by NOAA? National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, like NASA.
Oh yes, I know that.
NOAA, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Dr. Kwanza mainly is leading this project with NOAA. I will share all this
Okay.
information. Okay, this is around 360 million as a national water effort to develop some modeling techniques to be able to predict how the water will be affected because of climate change, something like that,
Yeah.
and so on. So we are developing some options and strategies. And also related to climate change, maybe I forget that we developed here in Tuskegee, we dealt with different projects like the impacts of climate change on crop production, especially corn and soybean. And mainly found that there is a big decrease in production. So this is why we developed adaptation option and the strategies to combat climate change and minimize the risk coming from climate change on these crops. Okay, so this is why it is not. So this is why I'm telling you it is not only one approach but different approaches. Okay, environment, climate, crops, animals, and all these issues, air quality. Okay, and also this one of the. This one of the programs also we already did before. GUnit and HBCU Summit, and the students already gave some presentation. You can find different activities here. Yeah. So let me share. Maybe I have to summer programs in Tuskegee University. I can give it to you. Summer
Okay.
programs.
Yes, it's always difficult to figure out which one.
Yes.
makes the
Yeah,
most sense.
I can show it to you.
Yeah,
No problem.
Because last year there was one, but it was only for Macon County.
Yeah, I think that was through Verizon.
But
or
the
something.
ag forest, I think mainly this for everyone
Okay,
from across the nation.
that's the two. Was it 2 weeks?
Yes,
The
2
one?
weeks. Yes,
Okay.
high school students.
Yeah.
This
okay.
this one.
I think I did see that.
Yes.
And I think April 5th, maybe.
I don't remember. So this mainly summer programs for high school students,
Right.
college students, and teachers.
So was it? Are you saying?
This one,
That one
for
there?
example. Yes,
Okay.
agri-trek. Yes. Yes. And you can get an overview about the program, ag discovery, how to apply,
Okay.
okay, become a counselor, and so on.
So it's set two programs. So which one?
2024 summer program, for example,
That one. Okay.
submission. So you have to do a submission.
Okay.
Yeah, I can share with you also through your email. Maybe you don't have, and this is what the other program. This is a brochure of ag discovery.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's the deadline is still there. I think.
That's primarily agriculture related.
Yes,
that one.
agriculture related. Yes. But mainly technology is part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And this maybe I can give you here, Ag-Trek, Science Trek. This is other program.
Oh.
To study potential research areas, plant and soil sciences, animal science, chemistry, biology, forestry, wildlife, environmental science, food science, agribusiness, engineering.
Okay.
How to participate. Okay. There is no cost associated with participation, and they can join here. You can go to here. This is the website and so on.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are summer programs we have here, and this is frequently asked questions about each one. You will get this mainly students in grades 9 to 12,
Right.
Ag-Trek, Science Trek. Where to get an application, click how to apply. So it give you different instructions to apply, how to
Okay.
apply.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do that.
Yeah, so, and this for teachers, for college students, for Alabama Youth Institute also. This is the one I told you about. I think I strongly recommend you have to apply here. I will talk to. I am working on it, and I am part of this project. I am a co-PI for this project. REEU Summer Internship Program at Tuskegee. So mainly GIS technology, different technologies, but part of it is atmospheric science. Okay. So I started. This is 10 weeks. The stipend is 4,500.
What?
Room plus abroad.
What grade level is that one?
I think this is mainly for undergrad.
For undergrad,
For undergrad,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, for undergrad. But at least you have to start.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
if
have
you
to
started with
understand.
this program, you will be more familiar with other programs.
Right.
And also the professor will direct you how to apply. You have to do that. You have to do that. So you will gain experience, different experience. Don't hear to one only. Please listen to everyone, so you can. Based on that, I told you are the leader. We gave you multi choices, but at least you have one choice. This is your choice. Okay? Yeah.
That's good advice.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for your time.
You're welcome.
Did
You're
you have
welcome.
any more-
Any question?
No.
Any question from great parents?
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for very much, because finally I found someone to talk about.
You like to talk about it, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to recruit more students, but what can I do?
Okay.
But thank you very much. Keep working on that. Don't think that you can send me email. I will reply. I'm very good in communication. I don't like to find inbox 1 or 2 or no. I like inbox 0 all the time. Okay, if you send me email and asking, no problem. You can call me here, no problem. Okay, and also we have a network for air quality. If you like to go to the farm with this gentleman,
Okay, what's it called?
the network, air quality network.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, network. Yeah. So if you like to have a look
Okay.
on this equipment.
Oh,
And
the
by the way,
equipment.
I can show you the data here directly
Yeah, sure.
before you go.
Sure.
Okay, so this is our network right now. We have 10 air quality
Devices.
devices or equipment. For example, if we go here for this one, and this is mainly in the farm right now, and I can get the data for, I will show you, particulate matter 1, particulate matter 2.5, this bulletins, okay, particulate matter 10, so this BM 2.5, this is BM 10 momentarily, okay, so this CO, carbon oxide or monoxide, NO, nitrous oxide, O3, and this wind speed and this wind direction. So we have this data. You will go to see it. So if you like to download the data, for example, the download data here, you can select the range, for example, 1 and 2 days, and you can go to download selected data. It could be downloaded directly. Go to data folder, and this is download data. It will become in Excel format. Okay, so this is why computer science, everything is connected.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So it is not only atmospheric science. Okay, and this is the data, different types of data, and you can see here. This is the time. Here, the ID number. This is the RH, relative humidity. This is temperature. This is latitude and longitude of the station. This is the device number. This is wind direction, wind speed, particulate matter 1, 2.5, 10, CO, NO, NO2, O3, and so on. So you have access to the data through clouds. You know cloud portal? Cloud portal, not cloud in the sky. No. Cloud portal. This mainly is this portal. You will be able to upload the data momentarily. You can access from anywhere, from your computer, from your laptop, from your cell phone, from anywhere. This mainly go to through internet, and you have to rent this portal, so you can get access to data anytime. Okay.
It's kind of like your weather station, but has a lot more data than it does.
Yes, it's not only weather station. You see, so yes, we have some meteorological parameters in addition to the air pollutants too. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any question?
No, sir.
I am telling my students that if I didn't hear any question, I failed completely. But if I hear more question, it means I'm very happy to hear more questions.
No,
It's a lot of data. It's a lot of information.
Yeah.
He's processed a lot of information.
we're really just now getting
Yeah,
started trying to
But this
understand
is,
everything.
I'm talking based on more than 30 years. But this is a start. Don't take what I'm saying is that based, and you say, oh, a lot of work. No. This is by time. You will gain this experience by time. But at least you have to start. You understand?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I like your more brilliant future. One day I hope to see you here in Tuskegee or anywhere, but at least you are a meteorologist, atmospheric scientist. Please go towards your goal.
Keep the passion for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, kick the ball into the goal. You know this works?
Kick the ball in soccer
Yes,
or
kick the ball into the goal. So
Cheaper goal.
yes, so please kick the ball into the goal. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet with you, and any time please let me know.
I appreciate it.